Hello, my name is Fred Leticia de Itulam, and my problem today will be centered on limited recreational and creative outlets for urban youth. Social Work 643, Dr. Sinclair. Limited recreational and creative outlets refer to insufficient availability of safe physical spaces and organized programs where urban youth can engage in constructive leisure activities, including sports, arts, music, and dance. This problem is operationally defined by A. Density and proximity of recreational centers and parks per capita in urban neighborhoods. B. Availability and affordability of organized programs. C. Quality and maintenance of existing facilities. And D. Barriers to access, including cost, transportation, and safety concerns. Urban youth are defined as individuals aged 10 to 18 residing in metropolitan areas with a focus on low income and marginalized communities. At the national level, only 54% of children ages 6 to 17 participated in organized sports in 2020, revealing that nearly half of American youth lack access to basic recreational programming. Only 50% of children and 10% of adolescents meet national physical activity guidelines. Youth from households earning 400% above the poverty line participate in sports at a rate of 76%, compared to only 41% for youth below poverty lines. Maryland reflects these trends with intensity in urban areas. The state allocated $4.2 million through the Maryland Department of Natural Resources for recreational facilities, yet this addresses only a fraction of infrastructure deficits. Baltimore City exemplifies the severity of this problem. The city's recreation system suffered from decades of underfunding, resulting in the closure of recreation centers and the end of programs. Between 2014 and 2021, the city averaged only $18.7 million annually for capital projects related to recreation. Mayor Brandon Scott committed $120 million to revitalize recreational spaces in 2022, including $41 million from American Rescue Plan Act funding. Race and ethnicity are primary determinant. Black youth are more likely to grow up in sports deserts with low access to organized activities. Between 2019 and 2023, the participation of Black youth in sports declined by 2.5 percentage points, while the participation of white youth increased by 0.7 percentage points. In Baltimore, disparities in access to recreation follow clear economic and racial lines. Latino youth face similar barriers. In California, only 24% of Latino youth played sports 4 times weekly, half the rate of white youths. Gender differences reveal that boys participate at a rate of 56.1%, while girls participate at a rate of 52%. However, girls face specific safety concerns and require well-maintained facilities close to home. Family income is the most potent predictor of access. In Kansas City, low-income children were 3 times less likely to play on traveling teams than high-income children. Youth confinement in facilities dropped 70% between 2000 and 2023, from 108,800 to 27,600 youth. Yet, community recreational infrastructure has not grown accordingly. In Baltimore, Mayor Scott's administration allocated $32.3 million, $59.4 million, and $26.6 million for capital projects in 3 consecutive budgets, significantly exceeding the previous 8 years' average and representing a significant shift after decades of decline. I will now elaborate on long-term goals, short-term objective, and intervention plans. Goal number 1, increase physical access to safe recreational facilities. Youth should identify and map 3 accessible recreational spaces. Plan for hip-hop-based community mapping sessions with graffiti art workshops and multimedia presentation. Youth should also participate in 2 recreational programs weekly with 80% attendance. Plan for transportation support systems and peer mentorship using the each one, teach one approach. Goal number 2, develop creative self-expression and artistic skills. Youth can create one original artistic workshop expressing personal experiences. Plan for weekly hip hop writing workshops with lyric composition and spoken words, monthly showcase events. Youth can also demonstrate a 20% increase in self esteem scores. Plan for individual creative development plans with monthly check ins and digital portfolios. Goal number 3, build positive cultural identity and community connection. Youth should articulate 3 positive aspects of cultural identity. Plan for culturally focused discussions on hip hop's roots where guest artists can share stories of resilience. Youth should also participate in one community service or advocacy project. Plan for youth led beautification projects using street arts to transform neglected spaces. Goal number 4, reduce risk behaviors and improve behavioral health. Youth can identify and practice 3 healthy coping strategies. Plan for therapeutic writing exercises, processing trauma through hip hop therapy, mindfulness using rhythm and beat making. Youth should also report a 40% reduction in risk behaviors. Plan for individual counseling using hip hop therapy, exploring choices through narratives and music. Goal number 5, enhance academic engagement and future orientation. Youth should improve school attendance by 25%. Plan for incentive system linking program participation to school attendance, academic support integrated into programming. Youth should also articulate 2 careers or educational goals. Plan for career pathways exposures through field trips and mentorship from creative industry professionals. This interventional plan centers on hip hop culture as a therapeutic approach for engaging urban youth. Hip hop therapy, as explained by Hadley and Yancey in Therapeutic Use of Hip Hop, recognizes that hip hop functions as a complete cultural system encompassing identity, values, community, and resistance to marginalization. For many urban youth, particularly Black and Latino teenagers, hip hop culture serves as the primary lens through which they interpret their experiences and construct meaning. Hip hop is rooted in storytelling through rap, graffitis, and dance. The primary therapeutic strategies used in this intervention are the lyrical writing and spoken words as the main ways to process the trauma, explore thyself, and who one could be in the future. Youth can create meaning through their language and rhythm, that is, their voice and agency are realized. My personal reflection and advocacy commitment is as such. Lacking leisure facilities amongst the youth in the city is a moral failure. We are not investing in community infrastructures that will guarantee the success of all the youth, and that has resulted in unequal access to the same based on family wealth. Generations have not been given safe spaces to play nor resources to develop talents in Baltimore and cities around the country. This is an issue I am bound to deal with at various levels. On the direct practice level, I will develop programs that will offer regular access to quality-free or low-cost and culturally responsive recreation. At the organization level, I would advocate the importance of considering youth recreation as a necessity that would avoid expensive services in the future. At the policy level, I would encourage long-term investments and will ensure the youth are heard. I will form cross-sector coalitions at the community level. All youth are to be happy, creative, and healthy, no matter the zip code. Hip-hop was created out of poverty and turned into wealth. The same strength is present in all the young people I work with. Upon investing in youth recreation, we are investing in communities and futures.